Back in 2015, out of a need to heal, local women and women started to make glass art and capturing special meaning out of her son's death. Leslie Sauersmith visited her and listened to her story.
I make cremation, keepsake, fused glass pieces. Jewelry, primarily. Some ornaments, some pieces that might sit on a table or hang in a window. And it's all fused glass, it's all handmade, and it started out of a need to heal for myself. My son, in May 14th, 2015, committed suicide. And we were at the Cremation Society where we had him cremated, and they offer these different things. They offer, a necklace or a little urn or this or that or the other thing, and it just, nothing spoke to me. And I literally was laying awake in the middle of the night thinking I needed him suspended in a piece of glass. I mean, when I sit there and I'll touch mine, and I want somebody else to be able to do that, and wearing it, and it's just, and it's not because I made it necessarily that makes me want to hold it, it's because Luke is in here. And that's that same feeling that I want to share with them. And if it helps them just even for a little while on their grief journey, then that is, I accomplished something. It feels 100% different when I'm working with a piece with ashes in it than when I'm working on a piece that I want to bring to an art fair. But there is this meditative place that I go, and there's such peace in it. So if I've been feeling pretty stressed out, as soon as I sit down in that chair down there and I start touching that glass and I start working on a piece, I just go away. And it's just, I'll talk to my son. I have his pictures down there. Sometimes his song will come on Pandora. It's usually when it comes on is when I'm working on glass. So I know he comes. I had a girl contact me from, I think they were in Virginia. Her and her sister wanted pieces, and her father had committed suicide. He had been an environmental scientist, and she talked about how he was a steward of the earth. And the piece of glass she picked out from all my photographs had this beautiful iridescent blue that would shimmer back and forth, and it reminded her of the ocean and the globe, and how he was a steward of the earth. And then her sister, he used to take butterfly catching. So she wanted this beautiful iridescent orange with a butterfly painted on it. And then I also include the semicolon. And so I have embraced that concept, and I've made a lot of pieces with semicolons. And so I made the butterfly with the body of the butterfly is a semicolon with the wings. And then there's hers, she wanted a simple semicolon that instead of the circle on top, I put a heart. So I sat down the next day and I cut a circle in that beautiful iridescent blues of the glass. And I took my liquid glass and I painted the globe on there. And I floated the semicolon in his ashes in the middle of the ocean. And then capped it, and I made 2 of them. And I sent them to him. I know that they come, their personality comes through in these pieces.
Anne urges everyone to seek help and talk about suicide before it's too late. The painful experience of losing a family member or loving pet can be captured and live on in your jewelry. To talk to Anne about her wonderful jewelry, visit her website at www.ashartglass.com.